Continue to run is an absolute disgrace, in my opinion, to this country.
As the Democratic frontrunner insists she will be the nominee.
Close call. A scuba diver stranded at sea, surrounded by sharks, 17 miles from shore. The whole encounter caught on his GoPro camera. We take you inside the dramatic rescue.
And are you ready to break free with the hottest singer of the summer? We're kicking off our parties in the park. She's fierce, she's focused, she's Ariana Grande. And she's all fired up for GMA live this morning.
Live in Times Square. This is Good Morning America.
And Good Morning America, look at that crowd in Central Park this morning, ready to kick off our summer concert series with Ariana Grande.
They are ready to go, and we'll be out there soon. But first, let's get right to those brand new developments in the mystery surrounding Egypt Air Flight 804. 66 people, as you know, were on board. Egyptian officials now say they have found debris they believe is from that jet, discovered this morning by a U.S. search plane.
We have team coverage across the globe, and ABC's Matt Gutman starts us off from Karpathos, Greece, close to where that debris from the Egypt Air flight was found. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, George. Just minutes ago, we got confirmation from Greek officials that an American search plane spotted what is believed to be debris from Flight 804. Now, the Americans saying that they found something that looks like an airline seat and luggage bobbing in the water. The Egyptian Navy is apparently steaming towards the site to collect the debris and bring it back to Egypt. Now, the Greeks, Cyprus, the UK, the US, and Egypt are involved in this search, which covers a massive area because of the high altitude in which that plane disintegrated. The search area covers about from a few miles south of here all the way to the Egyptian coastline. Now, earlier we got to see the Mediterranean from a plane we chartered. And what was obvious is how good the visibility is right now. It's good flying weather, but very hard to spot things below, even from an altitude of about 2,000 feet. And, you know, while you can spot debris, what you're not going to be able to see are heavier pieces like the fuselage and black boxes, which may have sunk. Now, a trench begins a few miles south of where we are right now. It goes 10,000 feet down, and it's feared that that's where the black box and some of that wreckage went. George.
Could take some time. Okay, Matt, thanks very much.
Now to those brand new images of the pilot and co-pilot of that flight. Authorities have now released their names and these photos. ABC's David Curley is in Washington with the latest on the investigation. Good morning, David.
Morning, Rob. And already the debris that we've been hearing about that has been found on the surface is going to yield clues as investigators work to find the wreckage and the black boxes on the bottom of the Mediterranean. And we are learning more about the final moments and that crew.
This morning, we know the identities of the pilots at the controls of this jet when it disappeared. Egypt Air confirming that on Flight 804, Mohammed Shukair was the captain with over 6,000 flying hours. His co-pilot, Mohammed Asin, had over 2,000 hours. Their backgrounds, relationships, and recent behavior now all part of the investigation. The jetliner was on a late flight from Paris to Cairo with 66 on board. As it's preparing to descend into Cairo more than 3 hours into the flight, 804 disappears from radar minutes after talking to air traffic control. Greek officials say its radar shows that the jet turned left and then strangely to the right before disappearing. With even Egyptian officials admitting terrorism is more likely than a technical problem, investigators are looking for clues, checking tarmac workers in Paris, and reviewing the jet's stops in trouble spots before this flight. It had flown to Eritrea on Tuesday and to Tunisia Wednesday before making that Paris to Cairo flight in the evening. Tom Howder is a crash investigator.
If it turns out that this is a bomb, yes, you have to look at the whole security for all the flights. So where did the aircraft come from? What kind of bomb was it?
Hours after the jet disappears, relatives gathering at airports, learning the grim news that no one survived.
The French and the British have sent investigators to Cairo. The Egyptians are still running the investigation, which will be long and expensive, and some U.S. experts worry whether Egypt is actually up to the task, George.
Okay, let's get more on this now from our aviation contributor Stephen Gaynor right here with me right now, and this orange box, not a black box, but this is key right now.
This is key, George. Right now, we've found some debris, which will help narrow down the search area so they can put the microphones in the water. They'll be listening for the little metallic pinger that's powered by this battery. We've got 30 days now to find these black boxes to help answer the questions.
Meantime, let's run through some of the theories. Our Pierre Thomas reporting the U.S. officials say that our satellites haven't picked up any heat signature of a possible explosion.
Right. It's a little bit strange that they didn't. But on the other hand, if you think about the Metrojet, the Russian aircraft that was brought down, it was brought down by a Coke can size of explosive. So it doesn't mean there'd be a giant bomb that would blow the whole airplane to smithereens with lots of heat signature. It could be done with very little bit of explosive.
So it doesn't rule out an explosion at all. Meanwhile, I know you've been quite skeptical of this whole report that the plane swerved and then circled around before it went down. You're skeptical of this, but if it were true, would that possibly indicate there could have been some kind of struggle in the cockpit?
Highly unlikely. I think what we're looking at right now is an airplane that came apart at altitude, and perhaps what the radar was seeing was the pieces of the jet as it spiraled down before it hit the water.
Okay, Steve Gaynor, thanks very much.
All right there, George. The Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, as you know, major focus of the investigation as authorities try to determine whether a security failure allowed a bomb to get on board. ABC's Alex Marquardt is in Paris, has more on that. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Robin. This is one of the biggest and busiest airports in the world. The security measures that are in place at Charles de Gaulle are some of the strictest. But as this mystery deepens, there are more and more questions about a possible major security lapse. This morning, the security measures at Europe's second biggest airport under intense scrutiny. After MS-804 fell out of the sky with no warning, investigators here at Charles de Gaulle Airport are scanning surveillance footage for possible clues, wondering if something was able to slip through onto its grounds, spread over nearly 13 square miles. With more than 65 million passengers and almost 500,000 aircraft passing through every year, could an explosive device have been hidden inside the jet by an insider? Could there have been a failure in luggage inspection or screening airport employees? Charles de Gaulle uses standardized, strict European regulations for its security procedures, like scanning passengers and recruiting staff. Around 100,000 people work here. When they show up for work, they go through the same screening as passengers. Since last year's Paris attacks, more than 70 of the so-called red badges granting access to secure areas at this airport have either been revoked or not renewed because of fears of radicalization. There are no systematic sweeps of planes when they arrive here. And MS-804 only spent 90 minutes on the tarmac in Paris after arriving from Tunisia. Now, both Egypt Air and the airport this morning tell us that there was no special sweep on this flight. But the cleaning crews here, which go through every plane, every hold, are specially trained to be looking out for weapons and explosives. Robin?
Okay, Alex, thank you. We're going to turn now to ABC News Chief Investigative Correspondent Brian Ross with the latest on what officials are saying.
Well, good morning, Robin. Adding to the mystery this morning is the so far lack of claim of responsibility from either ISIS or Al-Qaeda, two terror groups that have never been shy about taking credit for deadly attacks. So far, nothing on their usual internet outlets.
Not just the airport in Paris. How about the other stops it made before getting there?
Well, that's a really important question. Aviation security officials are asking this morning why, if terrorists somehow did smuggle a bomb past security at Charles de Gaulle Airport, it was placed on a half-empty red-eye flight to Cairo instead of one of the many other flights leaving later for major European capitals or the U.S. So that puts a focus on Egypt Air and that particular aircraft, which prior to arriving in Paris had made stops in Tunisia and Eritrea in northern Africa, two countries with notoriously bad airport security. So now a very sharp focus on who had access to that plane, not only in Paris, but in North Africa.
And as we heard in Alex's report, the fact that they didn't do a security sweep.
Surprising, very surprising and disappointing.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
Okay, guys, thanks. Of course, we have heightened security concerns here at home right now, as well as passengers already face those extremely long lines from the TSA crisis. ABC's Mary Bruce is at Newark Airport with the latest. Good morning, Mary.
Hi, George. Good morning. Well, those long lines are already forming here as travelers this morning are asking, could it happen here?
Some individual airports like Los Angeles International are beefing up their security, but this morning the TSA says it's not making any changes. The agency is already operating at an all-time high, increasing screening of passengers with carry-on luggage following an embarrassing breakdown last year when screeners tested by undercover agents failed to detect mock explosives, weapons, or other banned items 95% of the time. In response, the TSA implemented more manual screenings. But they are also dealing with more travelers and fewer agents, which has led to this.
This is a nightmare.
We missed our flight and we're told there's nothing they can do.
Arrive early and expect a long line.
Massive lines and huge delays. The concern now is flying about to become even more difficult.
And that is the big question that travelers here are asking this morning. Now, the TSA says they have to walk a fine line. They want to get these lines moving, but their top priority is keeping everyone safe. George and Robin.
People are going to have to stay calm this weekend as they travel. Okay, Mary, thanks very much.
That's true, George. Now the race for the White House. Hillary Clinton saying she'll be the nominee while slamming Donald Trump, calling him not qualified to be president as she climbs back to the top in a new national poll. ABC's Tom Yamas is here with the latest. Good morning, Tom.
Robin, good morning to you. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton in a back and forth that is still going on this morning. Trump just tweeting that ISIS wants Hillary to be president.
Overnight, Donald Trump taking a short trip across the river and feeling right at home in New Jersey.
There's nothing like New Jersey. Wise guys, so many wise guys.
Raising money with Governor Chris Christie and wasting no time going after Hillary Clinton.
For her to be able to continue to run is an absolute disgrace, in my opinion, to this country.
But Clinton telling CNN she is going to go all the way.
I will be the nominee for my party, Chris. That is already done, in effect. There is no way that I won't be.
And as for her GOP opponent, Clinton says Trump is the one not fit for the White House.
I think if you go through many of his irresponsible, reckless, dangerous comments, it's not just somebody saying something off the cuff. I have concluded he is not qualified to be president of the United States.
But Trump says his dire predictions on issues like terror validate him. Convinced terrorists took down the Egypt Air flight, announcing it on Twitter as the news broke of the plane's disappearance.
What just happened about 12 hours ago? A plane got blown out of the sky. And if anybody thinks it wasn't blown out of the sky, you're 100% wrong, folks, okay?
And replaying his foreign policy promises.
When Carrier and Ford and Nabisco leaving Chicago with their big plant, they're moving to Mexico. I'm not eating Oreos anymore, you know that. But neither is Chris. You're not eating Oreos anymore. No more Oreos for either of us, Chris. Don't feel bad for either of us.
A lot of people talking about that Oreo joke this morning, and Hillary Clinton trying to get in the last word in this fight, tweeting also last night, if you cite supporting torture and hosting pageants as foreign policy qualifications, your definition needs work. George and Robin?
It's May.
Got a long way to go still.
We certainly do. And we are now, though, going to celebrate, moving on to celebrate Morley Safer. Legendary 60 Minutes journalist died Thursday at the age of 84, just a week after announcing his retirement. His decades of reporting informed, inspired, and entertained.
I'm Morley Safer. I'm Morley Safer. I'm Morley Safer.
For 6 decades, he defined and redefined journalism, bringing a love of storytelling, literary style, and an offbeat on-camera charm.
I really don't like being on television. It makes me uneasy. It is not natural to be talking to a piece of machinery, but the money's very good.
Safer was on the ground in Vietnam.
Come this way.
In 1965, he reported on U.S. troops burning the Vietnamese village of Cam Nay, bringing the conflict and confusion of that war home to America's living rooms.
This is what the war in Vietnam is all about.
Safer joined 60 Minutes in 1970 and stayed for 46 years, interviewing celebrities, others who were just interesting, doing tough interviews.
You must have known.
I can't explain it.
And some fluff.
Is your wife here?
No, she's not.
A skeptical 1993 examination of modern art created a firestorm in the art world.
It's a white rectangle.
Right. He's a minimal artist, and
I would say so.
One of his favorite stories, Linnell Jeter.
I've received no justice.
Wrongly convicted of armed robbery, Jeter was serving a life sentence until Safer's report.
Is that the man who held up the Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes, sir.
10 days after the story aired, Jeter's conviction was overturned.
To make that kind of difference, in effect, to save a life, is pretty hot stuff.
Safer's colleague Steve Croft loved his kindness, sense of humor, and generous spirit. Safer had a singular life, and he knew it.
I've led a charmed life as a reporter, as an individual. A lot of it is blood, sweat, toil, and tears, but a lot of it is pure, unadulterated luck. And I've been a very lucky guy.
My goodness.
Grateful man right there. And boy, he did so much at 60 Minutes, something like 900 pieces on every possible topic.
And the special they did on him last Sunday. So it was so beautiful.
Yes,
he was quite a journalist, quite a gentleman.
He certainly was. Got to move on now to today's other top stories. Amy's got that.
That's right. And San Francisco's police chief has now resigned after another police shooting that has raised racial tensions in that city. Chief Greg Sir stepping down just hours after an officer shot and killed a young black woman driving a stolen car. Well, there was a dramatic scene in Ohio, a high-speed chase ending with police rescuing a kidnapped woman from a truck. You can see one officer standing on the roof, kicking in the windshield, another dragging the suspect out from behind the wheel. He faces a number of charges. And in California, a hiker missing since Monday has been found safe. And take a look why. He used duct tape, can you see it, to spell out help on a rock near his campsite. Search crews saw it from the air and safely rescued him. Well, the NFL is reimbursing taxpayers more than $700,000 after the league was paid by the military to honor soldiers at games. ABC News was first to tell you about the so-called paid patriotism. The Pentagon paid sports leagues and college programs nearly $7 million to stage military flag rollouts and ceremonies. Well, another stunning performance from LeBron James. His triple-double helped the Cavaliers crush the Raptors 108-89. LeBron passed Shaquille O'Neal on the all-time playoff scoring list, and Robin was trying to explain to me what a triple-double is.
It's double figures in 3 categories. He had 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists.
Yep. Boom. Thank you, Robin, for the assist. All right. And then finally, a new twist on the classic movie, A League of Their Own. Unlike the movie, this is an all-girls Little League team, the Peaches from West Seattle. Look at them. Also, unlike the movie, the Peaches play against the boys. It turns out the Peaches are good. They're really good. They have been outrunning and out-hitting the boys. Look, they just keep going and going. They don't keep score or stats at this young age, but the boys, I gotta say, they better look out. There's no crying in baseball, ladies.
Love that
Paying
movie.
attention to baselines. Either.
No, apparently not.
It's just who can run the fastest.
That's it.
It's very freeform.
Thanks for bringing that to us, Amy.
Thanks for the assist.
You got it anytime. Let's go to Rob in Central Park. The latest on the floods in Texas and a rainy weekend for the Northeast. But what about that crowd?
Look at this. We got a lot of girls here that can put their own Little League team together. Ariana just took the stage for her first sound check. We do want to talk about the floods that are happening across Austin, Texas. Look at this video yesterday. Nearly 3 inches of rain falling there for a record daily total. And this storm activity is rolling across the Gulf Coast right now with severe weather there. And then we'll be rolling up the East Coast for a bit of a mess as we head towards the weekend. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, look at D.C. Baltimore. Preakness looks to be muddy. And then Sunday, it hangs on in Boston. That's a quick check on the national outlook. Let's take a look at your weekend getaway. Brought to you by Target.
Get out of here, I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun, natural fun. Yeah, we rockin' right now. It's a party over here. Hey, I'm in heaven.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Bill Evans. Happy Friday. We're coming up on 7:20. We got 55 degrees and sunshine. Absolutely gorgeous. Dyker Heights is 57 and Whitestone 58. 55 Wrightstown, 46 Poughkeepsie. Really nice morning. A lot of sunshine. Today we're going to be looking at 71 by noontime, 75 at 3 o'clock, and a beautiful sunset coming up with temperatures in the low 70s. However, the rest of the weekend, not so good. Rain starts at lunchtime tomorrow, lasting through Sunday. Have a great weekend.
Coming up here. A diver comes face to face with sharks in the water, all caught on his GoPro camera. He fought them off until he was rescued.
We'll talk about that, and we're starting something with a bang. And a grande kicking off our Party in the Park live. That bus heading to Central Park to join that crowd. Many fans ready to break free with a superstar.
They say big can never be good. Purina believes it can. Inspecting every ingredient for quality, that's big. Being confident that your pet's food is 100% safe, that's big too. Spending more healthy years with your best friend, that's amazing. Big is exciting, daring, for everyone. Pets don't just make life better, they make it bigger. Purina.